Hey folks, day number 2 of Hidden Valley Ranch flavored things. Yesterday it was Daisy Hidden Valley Ranch creamy or Daisy sour creamy ranch dip. And today this one right here is again a shout out to the Candyman from Legend of the Traveling TARDIS and Spill the Geek Tea. He is a fan or an aficionado of ranch dressing. That's how he pronounces it in his excellent British accent is ranch. So I don't know how the discussion came up of these things the other day, but we found them at Walmart. Uh, right here, Hidden Valley Ranch by Idahoan. Here's the back of the package. Well, that is a little bit blurry. Here's a serving suggestion. Yeah, any of these things would be great. Put steak and corn on mashed potatoes, beef and cabbage, uh, chicken and corn, uh, just add water, ready in minutes. Yeah, yeah, for sure. A trusted quality, Idahoan. Uh, Real potatoes, delicious flavor. Here's your serving suggestion: roast a whole chicken. Serve that with a salad, mashed potatoes. Uh, Here's a nice agrarian image of harvesting potatoes up there in Idaho. Always made with real potatoes. Now, an interesting thing about these is that my father used to always ask people at restaurants when ordering, "Are your mashed potatoes real?" And what he meant by that is, were they real or did they come from a powdered form like this? Because I guess he just didn't care for powdered potatoes. And the things we learned from our parents, I don't recall buying powdered potatoes for maybe 30 years or more. But when this discussion came up, my wife was actually at Walmart. So I told her, see if you can find these things. All right, so let's see what's in them. This is going to have to be quick here because I've got some hot food sitting here. Uh, Taking a look at the ingredients: Idaho potatoes, vegetable oil, buttermilk, salt, sugar, maltodextrin, monosodium glutamate. Yay, I'm not afraid of that. I use it in cooking. It got a bad fake rap in the 80s. Non-fat dry milk, cream, dried garlic, monoglycerides, of course, dried onion, natural flavors, spices, calcium stearate, freshness preservative, sodium bisulfate, citric acid, and mixed tocopherols. Really? So it's definitely not just pure potatoes. Now, yesterday I went into the history of ranch dressing, how it was actually invented up in Alaska in the early 1950s, and then of course it went on to a new location in Southern California when this family purchased a ranch in Southern California. And then they started commercializing the recipe that the husband had made up in Alaska while he was working as a plumber. So, anyway, here's what they look like. They were extremely easy to make. Let me show you how I did it. I followed the instructions on the back. Oh, sodium. That's one thing I was looking for. 540 milligrams. Holy cow. 23% of the RDA? Why? Okay, so I put the powder in a bowl. I boiled 2 cups of water. It's kind of hard to get a picture of boiling water. Try it. And then I just poured it into the potatoes, stirred as suggested, and came up with these. And they do smell good. Now, I'm getting ranch on the nose, particularly parsley, and I'm wanting to say a hint of dill, but I don't. Yeah, the ranch has to have dill in it for sure. All right, so here's what they look like. Let's not spill potatoes in the keyboard. It gets enough tea spilled in it. All right, let's see what they taste like. For some reason, I got this thought in my mind where the Daleks once said, "We are superior." These are superior. These are superior to any powdered uh, mashed potatoes that I've ever tried. They're really nice. The ranch flavor does come through loud and clear. Hmm. Okay. The funnest thing that I like to do with mashed potatoes is just totally enhance them. Uh, I would think of adding butter to this, like a lot of butter, and a huge amount of fresh ground black Malabar Indian pepper. But I'm already going to add another fat since I opened this in the previous video, which you saw yesterday. So yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take Daisy brand, started in Chicago in 1917, with just a horse and a trailer. That was in yesterday's video. Daisy brand sour cream creamy ranch dip. And I'm going to put that, I need 3 hands here. I'm going to put that in the potatoes. There we go. Mix that up. And of course, other things that I would put would be chives and more dill. Okay, so let's not stop with the sour cream. One of my favorite condiments by S&B Foods in Japan. This came from Japan. I brought it back in my luggage earlier this year. It is basically a ghost pepper powder, so it's nice and hot. So let's put some ghost pepper powder in these. And voila, they are now Idahoan Hidden Valley Ranch mashed potatoes, sour cream Hidden Valley Ranch spicy ranch mashed potatoes. All right, that ought to kick these up just nicely. Here we go. Absolutely. Heck yeah. Oh my God, that's good. If you like videos like this, be sure to subscribe because I do enjoy making them and there's more to come. All right, so there was 2 days in Hidden Valley Ranch right here on Grego's Food Conspiracy, the food department of the timescales. Yeah. All right, and until next time, enjoy your snack foods and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out from San Francisco.